On December 12, 2025, the Oval Office was transformed into a stage where the echoes of American history met the urgency of modern governance. The day was marked by a unique blend of commemoration and decision-making, as the White House opened its doors to both national heroes and policymakers. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation, as guests and officials gathered for what would become a memorable chapter in the story of the presidency. President Donald Trump presided over a heartfelt ceremony honoring the legendary 1980 U.S. Olympic men's hockey team, famously known as the Miracle on Ice. Their improbable victory over the Soviet Union remains a powerful symbol of American determination and unity, inspiring generations long after the final buzzer. The team's presence in the Oval Office brought a sense of nostalgia and pride, reminding everyone of the enduring spirit that defines the nation. Yet the event was not solely about looking back. The ceremony quickly pivoted to the pressing challenges of today, as President Trump took the opportunity to announce significant new directives on artificial intelligence. He addressed the gathered press and officials, outlining the administration's vision for technological innovation and its implications for national security and the global economy. The moment underscored how the presidency must balance reverence for the past with the demands of the future. The Oval Office buzzed with energy, filled with lawmakers, athletes, and members of the press, all keenly aware of the significance of the day. Conversations flowed between reflections on past triumphs and debates about the path forward. The gathering was a vivid illustration of how the White House serves as both a museum of history and a command center for progress. Throughout the day, President Trump embodied the dual role of the presidency, honoring the nation's heroes while making decisions with far-reaching consequences. The ceremony was a reminder that leadership often means bridging the gap between tradition and transformation, celebrating achievements while also confronting the challenges that lie ahead. The bill signing, conducted with the hockey team looking on, was a rare and uplifting moment of unity in a deeply divided era. However, this sense of togetherness was soon contrasted by the unveiling of a controversial executive order on artificial intelligence, sparking immediate debate among lawmakers and experts. The juxtaposition of celebration and contention highlighted the unpredictable nature of presidential leadership. The seamless transition from honoring athletic achievement to grappling with contentious policy issues revealed the complexities and pressures of modern leadership. The faces in the room reflected a spectrum of emotions, from pride and hope to concern and skepticism, capturing the multifaceted reality of governing in the 21st century. December 12, 2025 will be remembered as a day when the Oval Office became a crossroads of history and progress, honoring a legendary team while setting bold new directions for the nation's future. The 1980 U.S. Olympic men's hockey team's underdog triumph is etched in American memory, a moment that continues to inspire generations. It was more than just a hockey game, it was a story of hope, unity, and the power of believing in the impossible. Made up of college students and amateurs, the American team faced the seemingly invincible Soviet Union squad at Lake Placid. This was not just a sporting event, but a symbolic clash during the height of the Cold War, when tensions between the U.S. and the Soviet Union were at their peak. The world watched as these young men took on a team that had dominated international hockey for decades. The Soviets, four-time defending gold medalists, were considered unbeatable. Their players were seasoned professionals, trained together year-round, and their victories were a source of national pride for the USSR. The stakes were even higher as the world reeled from the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, making this match a proxy for global tensions. The young Americans, many barely out of their teens, carried the hopes and dreams of a nation struggling with economic hardship, political uncertainty, and a crisis of confidence. For many, this game became a beacon of hope, a chance to prove that perseverance and heart could overcome even the greatest odds. Under the guidance of coach Herb Brooks, the team was molded into a single, determined unit. Brooks pushed his players to their limits, instilling in them a belief that they could achieve the extraordinary. Their victory became a powerful metaphor for democracy's resilience and the American spirit, as they played with unmatched passion and unity. The final moments of the game were electric, with chants of "USA, USA" echoing through the arena. The Americans held off the Soviets to clinch a stunning 4-3 victory. The world watched in disbelief as the impossible became reality, an event forever known as the Miracle on Ice. Just 2 days later, the team secured the gold medal by defeating Finland. Yet, it was their victory over the Soviets that truly captured the nation's imagination and restored a sense of pride and unity across America. The miracle on ice became a cultural touchstone, replayed in living rooms and classrooms for decades. It reminded Americans of their capacity for greatness and showed the world that with courage and teamwork, anything is possible. The enduring legacy of that victory brought the team to the White House over 40 years later, where they were honored for their remarkable achievement and the hope they gave to a nation. The story of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team remains a testament to the power of teamwork, unbreakable spirit, and the belief that, against all odds, ordinary people can accomplish the extraordinary. President Trump praised the 1980 hockey team as true American heroes, linking their victory to the enduring power of the American spirit. He recalled the Cold War context, calling their win a moral victory and a symbol of unity. Trump drew parallels between the miracle on ice and today's challenges, urging the nation to embrace the same determination. He highlighted the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, framing his administration's diplomatic efforts as a continuation of standing up for freedom. The ceremony blended nostalgia with political messaging, positioning Trump as a champion of American greatness. The presence of the hockey legends provided a powerful, non-partisan backdrop for his message of unity and resolve. The ceremony's centerpiece was the signing of H.R. 452, awarding the Congressional Gold Medal to the 1980 U.S. Olympic men's hockey team. This highest civilian honor recognizes their lasting contribution to American history. The bipartisan effort behind the bill reflected universal admiration for the team's achievement. Lawmakers and team members gathered as Mike Erucione, the captain, expressed gratitude for the recognition. The medal honors not only the players, but also Coach Herb Brooks and others who have passed away. The Congressional Gold Medal cements the miracle on ice team's place in history, ensuring their story inspires future generations. The signing transformed a legendary sports moment into an officially recognized part of the American story. It was a rare moment of unity in a divided political climate. After the celebration, President Trump signed a sweeping executive order on artificial intelligence. The order establishes a unified federal approach, aiming to prevent a patchwork of state laws that could stifle innovation. It directs federal agencies to challenge state-level AI regulations, and threatens to withhold funding from states with stricter rules. The administration argues that a single, lighter federal framework is essential for U.S. competitiveness, especially against China. Critics warn this move favors big tech and risks undermining consumer protections. The order marks a pivotal moment in the debate over balancing innovation with accountability. The stage is set for a high-stakes battle between federal authority and states' rights. The executive order on AI sparked immediate backlash from states like California and Colorado, who vowed to defend their own regulations. State leaders argue the president is overreaching, and civil liberties groups warn the order prioritizes corporate interests over public safety. Critics fear a weak federal framework won't address risks like discrimination and privacy violations. Supporters, mainly from the tech industry, praise the move as necessary to avoid a chaotic regulatory landscape and keep America competitive. The debate highlights a core tension: how to foster innovation while protecting the public. One side fears unchecked AI will cause harm, the other fears overregulation will stifle progress. The executive order has drawn a clear line, escalating the conflict over the future of AI governance. The outcome will shape America's technological landscape for years to come. President Trump also addressed key domestic issues, focusing on healthcare and the economy. He renewed his call to replace the Affordable Care Act with direct federal aid for private insurance, as enhanced subsidies are set to expire. The looming end of subsidies could mean higher premiums for millions, setting up a major political battle. Trump criticized the current college athlete compensation system and called for reform. He also asserted he should have more influence over the Federal Reserve, hinting at plans to appoint new leadership. These remarks reflect the administration's broader agenda to reshape healthcare, college sports, and monetary policy. Trump claimed his policies have secured the border and curbed drug trafficking, projecting strength on domestic challenges. The day's comments signaled significant shifts in domestic priorities as the year ends. The day also saw Trump take center stage on foreign policy, with a particular focus on the ongoing crises in Venezuela and Ukraine. In a high-profile address, he outlined his administration's evolving strategy, emphasizing the importance of American leadership in global affairs. Trump spoke at length about the deteriorating situation in Venezuela, highlighting the humanitarian crisis and the threat posed by the Maduro regime. He hinted at escalating U.S. involvement, following the announcement of new sanctions targeting key officials and sectors of the Venezuelan economy. The president also referenced recent U.S. military actions, including strikes on drug boats suspected of smuggling narcotics into the United States, as part of a broader effort to pressure Maduro and support the Venezuelan opposition. Trump suggested that the United States could be moving toward potential ground operations, signaling a much tougher stance against the Maduro government than previously seen. He framed these actions as necessary to restore democracy and stability in the region, while also protecting U.S. interests. Turning to Ukraine, Trump described his administration as actively pursuing a diplomatic solution to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. He drew a parallel to the spirit of the miracle on ice, invoking American resilience and unity in the face of adversity. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is scheduled to meet with President Zelensky in the coming days, underscoring the administration's commitment to direct engagement. Witkoff, along with European leaders, aims to finalize a comprehensive peace plan by year's end. Trump cited the heavy toll of the conflict on Ukrainian civilians in the broader region, underscoring the urgency of renewed diplomacy. His approach centers on direct negotiation and personal involvement, aiming for a swift and lasting resolution. Both allies and adversaries are watching closely, as any agreement will have far-reaching implications for European security and the global balance of power. The administration's bold moves on both the Venezuelan and Ukrainian fronts reflect a willingness to take calculated risks and assert American influence on the world stage. December 12, 2025, captured the essence of the Trump presidency: patriotic ceremony, bold policy, and controversy. Honoring the Miracle on Ice team united the nation, while the AI executive order ignited fierce debate over innovation and regulation. The day's discussions on healthcare, Venezuela, and Ukraine signaled potential shifts in domestic and foreign policy. Each move carried weight, setting agendas and sparking conversations that will shape the months ahead. The juxtaposition of unity and division highlighted the complexities of governing in a polarized era. This single day wove together history, technology, and policy, offering a clear view of the administration's priorities. The debate sparked will define the path forward as the year draws to a close.